If you're doing cold outreach right now and you're doing your lead list manually, going to LinkedIn, copy and paste into a spreadsheet, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to do this in a fraction of time. This is a platform that I use to find leads where you can enter your ideal customer profile, like title, location, a company, and you can create your lists and do your cold reach. There is a free plan that gives you access to a limited number of verified contacts per month. However, if you're starting right now with cold outreach, it's enough to get it going. Let me show you how it works. Before you even open a poll, you need to answer these 3 questions. Who is the decision maker for what you're selling? So a CEO, a founder, a head of operations, a web designer, architect, whatever. Location, what countries or regions are you targeting? Let's say for us, it's going to be here for tier Canada and US, but for Midgard, for example, we have a Portuguese version, so we can target Portugal and also Brazil, some countries that speak Portuguese language. And a company size, how many employees does your ideal customer company have? For us, honestly, we are looking for small, medium business, so we're going to look between 1 and 200 or 300. Another thing to have in mind, I put as optional here, I can share this document with you. I'll leave the document in the description below so you can have this, don't need to write it down. But one thing that you can set as optional, and I usually do that, it's what industries are most likely to have the problem you're solving. And also, if you can, just write down also the type of technologies they are using or the softwares or they're using. For example, for Midgard, we are looking for people using Confluence, Notion, ClickUp, Whale, whatever is using documentation platforms or apps to do the documentation management process. Okay. With that in mind, you have this. Let's go. Let's start targeting and finding our leads. So let's open here. You go create your account, go to people. I'm showing this in a free version. Okay, so you have an idea what you have in a free version. You click people and then you're gonna start creating. So first of all, we're gonna need to get job titles. Okay, so for us, again, gonna be CEO, founder. I also search because we are looking for operations processes. I also look for COO. I'm gonna not now. This is important. You see here is include, right? So CEO, founder, COO, head of operation. But I don't want to have like assistant in the name. So head of operations, assistant. So I can exclude assistant, from the job title. Okay, so now you see it's dropping because I'm already filtering. Nice. So when you select this, make sure that you add this filter as well. You see that our account here is going down because we are filtering. Another thing that I love to do when I'm doing this, because now you have your client in mind, is industry and keywords. So for us, Midgard can be used in any industry, but depending on our campaign, we can get like a specific public or a specific persona. So in this case, I'll use information technology because we are trying to get more people from technology to write down. I know that nowadays people are using cloud code to get all the documentation, but it's still getting some mess because, you know, yeah, MD files all over the page. So it's nice to get Midgard for this information technology for the IT guys. So if you want them, take a look in Midgard. But okay, let's select this, and here include keywords. Now you have an idea what your problem, the problem you're solving, and your persona. So we know that people will be using Notion, for example. They will be using Confluence. They'll be using SharePoint. They'll be using Google Drive. See, now I have a 129. So now I have an idea of founders, CEOs, COOs that use those type of products in this industry. Nice. I can use Cloud Code here, but I have a feeling that if I enter Cloud Code here, it's gonna go to 1 million people. Let's see how much. Cloud Code. Huh, okay, not bad, 143. Nice. Okay, another thing that you're gonna look into it, and I think this is important, okay? Remember, I'm showing you the free version to start if you're just starting. So here, signals, make sure that you go to the companies and mark as rapid growth. Why I'm doing that? Because companies that are growing, they are more open to hire you or start using a new tool. They're growing, they need your solution as soon as possible. So this is a good filter that you can enter and see 32 names. Now you can go and do just a quick review, see if you see any alerts. You're gonna have, I think for a fresh start, you're gonna have 85 credits, so you can pull 85 names. I've already used some, so I don't have 32 to use. I have only 20. So one thing that I usually do is I go just take a look in the first one of them, and then I select a few of them. So CEO, co-founder, doc looks like someone that can use Midgard. I can click here, see what the company details. See, enhance contract review and negotiation. So that is exactly the public I'm looking for. So there we go. Another one here and here. Now select a few of them, and then I'm gonna add to my list. So you come up here, add to your list. I already have some lists for Easy, for Tier, for Midgard. Midgard is our target, so we're gonna add to the list. And then I'll go here to my list at the left, Midgard, and I can export my list. I select everybody. Apply, and then I can export my list, and then I can use somewhere else, and I'll start writing my emails. If you want to, I also have at the description below a step-by-step in how to write a good code email for starters, for beginners. So I'll leave the link below, and you can have it as well if you're just starting a code outreach email. Perfect. So that's the full process. So step number one, before you even start, answer those 3 questions. Step 1, search. Step 2, add your filters. Make sure that you remove, for example, if you don't want to find assistants or manager team or median management team, something like that, make sure that you add to your filter. Location, company headcount, make sure that you add your proper, so you need, like, you must have an idea of your persona. Don't go and just start finding and downloading and grabbing emails, because this is gonna make it worse. So it's worth have 50 good leads than 300 that are bad. Okay, keep this in mind. It's very important. You avoid your domain to be blocked, bounce back emails, and also honestly, avoid your company starts looking like, oh, these guys are always annoying me with those emails every day. So make sure that you have in mind your persona, that your project solves their problem. Okay. Step number 3, review your results before saving. Save to the list, download your list, and start doing your outreach. Okay. So again, I'll leave all this process below. I'm also adding to the description the link for some ideas of cold email outreach, so you can have your emails done faster. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.